inside this column we are expected to have children. So have children, that is the items that we're going to be listing. So first of all, we have to start with a container. So inside here we have container. So the container is going to let's also make it a little bit responsive. So we have width. So the width of it is going to be that media query. So media query of context as well. All right, so we can have media query on context dot size. Then we have to start with the as usual, we always used to add the width. All right, so dot width. So the width is going to be times, so we have to say times 0.8. all right, so that means the 0.2 is dedicated for the whole screen. So it is, let's say it is 1. all right, so we have 0.1 by the left, 0.1 by the right. all right, so 0.8 is going to be what the item is going to be looking like. When we render it out, you see how the differences is. So inside this container we are going to have decoration. So the decoration is going to be box decoration. all right, so we have it box decoration. So this box decoration, inside of it we are going to have border for the input. So the input is going to be bordered input. So border, we just put border radius. So border radius of let's use circular. all right, so the circular we can just put something like 10.0, something like this. That's it. So after this you put comma and come down here. We are now going to have the color of the border. So the color of the border, we can use colors dot, let's use gray. You can use any color depending on the theme of your app. So the gray will just use 200, something a little bit not too high, like this. Okay, so that's it. Now in the box decoration here we have this box decoration. Okay, so let me quickly check it. So we have this as box decoration, border radius is going to be circular, 10 pixels. all right, no problem. All right, this should be border radius actually, so it's okay. Let's continue with that. So after this box decoration here, that is for this container. So we are now expected to return the child. So the child we are going to return is going to be text. We can use text form field. So text form field, inside of it we are going to have decoration. So the decoration is going to be, let's use constant. So type of decoration is input decoration. all right, so inside this input decoration we now specify all the remaining items. So now in input decoration, all we just need to add is, first we are going to have level text. So the level text is going to be email, something like this. Okay, so that's it. Then after the label we're also going to have some items inside. So now let's add them also. So first of all, let's now work on this. all right, so here we have this border and we have a little error. So this is not supposed to be border. We have to say border radius, not border. That's why we're having this error. all right, so here we have the input, something like this. So while we are doing this, let's refresh this. to see what we have. Yes, you can see we have the input, which is email. That's cool. That's very nice. So now let's add some few other things. So we have to add, you can see this email text. If you can zoom it now, email text is touching the boundary. So let's give it some spacing. So say content padding. All right, so the content padding is going to be edge insert. So edge insert the symmetric. So this is going to be horizontal because we just want it is already vertically arranged. So horizontal 20.0. All right, because it is touching this angle at this angle, so it have to be horizontal. So let's do this. Let's reload it. You can see now we have this arranged properly. All right, so that's for this. Now next we are going to, after this, then we have to add the border. So we say border. So the border is going to be input. So this should be input border. So input border dot none. That means we don't want any border. And after that, let's add an icon. So we say prefix icon. So we can use a widget called icon. Then this is going to be, we have some collections of icons. So icons dot email, something like this. All right, so that's cool. So now when I reload it, yes, we have our input. All right, so that's very nice. So now you can see this is touching the top. So let's work on that. So in this column here, below the column before the children, we are going to have something like main axis. Then it's going to be main axis alignment to center. All right, that's this. Then again we have to add cross axis also, but let me rush. You can see it is at the center currently. So this is okay for now. Later on we can make some little more changes. So that's for this. Now we have to deal with the next item, which is validation. But before we come to the validation, we can now add the next input. So the next input is also going to be same as we have this particular one. It's also going to be container. So we have this first container here, then we have the second container also. So the second container is also going to be inside. So first of all, for the second container, we are going to have the same width and also the decoration. So this is not going to be different. So let me just copy it from here. So just add it up here. All right, so that's for this. Let's reload it. All right, so now the container, we do not return anything inside of it. So we have to just start working on that now. All right, so to do that, after this box decoration, so next thing is we have to now add a child. So I say child, the child is going to be text input. So this is text input, or we can just say text form field. All right, so text form field. So for the text form field, this is going to have a decoration as usual as we did for the other ones. So this is it. Let me quickly take this. So just copy this decoration and it's now going to be added here. But on this should be password. Then this icon, we are not going to use email. So the icon is supposed to be lock, something like this. Okay, so that's cool. Now let's reload it. Yes, we have this. So now you can see they are touching each other. So we just need to make some little changes to this. So for we to do that, all we just need to do is we have to, between this, before this container here, we have to create a space. So to create a space, we use a constant. So the constant is going to be size box. So the size box, we now determine how we want it to be. So it's going to be of height, because we need space between top and bottom, something like this. So make sure you put comma here. So doing this will now create the space between this for us. Yes, that's